National insurance contributions are paid to the government by companies as a proportion of workers' earnings, and they help fund things like the NHS and the UK's welfare system. But it made it more expensive to employ people. So, since April, well, businesses have now had to pay a higher rate of 15% in national insurance contributions on workers' salaries. That went up from 13.8%. And the threshold that tax kicks in was lowered too. Previously, it was only paid on salaries just above $9,000 a year. It's now paid on salaries of above $5,000 per year. So there's more costs for businesses employing staff. The government said the changes would eventually raise £25 billion a year, which was needed to help fund the NHS and other public services. Now, of course, it was a big step by the Chancellor Rachel Reeves in her last budget, and it got a lot of criticism from businesses. There is, though, some help from companies, from the government, to offset those rising costs, including those national insurance bills and a rise in the minimum wage. But despite that, look at this. Many businesses have found themselves having to do things like reducing their employees' hours and overtime or cutting the number of staff they employ to balance the books. So 6 months ago, BBC Breakfast contacted around 200 businesses and charities of different sizes and in different sectors to get a sense of the impact of the increase in staffing costs. We've been back to catch up with a couple of them.
The impact on our business over the last 6 months has really been, a total cost of around £50,000. Some of that we've soaked up in our profits by, reducing profits, but a lot of it's been passed on to the consumer. We certainly think more carefully now about whether we want to hire someone on a full-time basis or whether we're going to take contractors, and we'll often choose contractors now over full-time employees.
So you're getting a sense there of how those purse strings are getting tightened.